Rosie screams Trump's caught over Manafort verdict. Now she's crying like a baby, by Rebecca DeCirio, Entertainment Politics for MadWorldNews.com. Poor Rosie O'Donnell, she just can't get a break. For months, the hefty comedian has been obsessed with special counsel Robert Mueller, thinking he will make her dream come true, the impeachment of President Donald Trump. O'Donnell started screaming, Trump's caught, after Paul Manafort, who spent 33 days as Trump's campaign manager, got convicted yesterday. That's when Rosie got a brutal surprise, and now she's probably crying like a baby. Paul Manafort was brought on to serve as Trump's campaign manager for one reason after he got the nomination. Ted Cruz was going to push for a contested convention. To make sure that didn't happen, Trump's team had to ensure the delegates Trump won would actually vote for him in the convention. Now, it sounds crazy, but delegates are almost like politicians, and they can be swayed and promised favors. It's the game of politics, and Manafort knew the game. Immediately after the convention, with the nomination sewn up, it's likely the Trump team found out Manafort had been under investigation by the FBI for some time, and they let him go, hiring Kellyanne Conway. Manafort's crimes were nothing crazy like murder and nothing having to do with Trump or his campaign, tax fraud and filing loan statements fraudulently. Yet Robert Mueller had nothing on Trump, so he dug up the old charges on Manafort and pressed him, squeezed him, hoping he would sing in regards to Trump. But don't tell that to the leftists who all consume their news at CNN and MSNBC. Rosie O'Donnell is so unhinged about the president that she didn't stop to get her facts straight. She believes the drivel coming from the Trump-hating media. She truly believed, 100% believed, that Mueller convicting Manafort would somehow lead to Trump's demise. O'Donnell's been on pins and needles for months, posting on Twitter several times a day about Mueller getting Trump. Mueller would get Trump impeached, screamed Rosie, as her leftist cohorts following her on social media accounts all agreed. Just a matter of time and Mueller will end Trump, claimed Rosie. And she focused squarely on the Paul Manafort trial as the turning point. So when Manafort was found guilty of 8 out of 18 counts, the former host of The View rejoiced. Rosie went nuts, like it was Christmas Day, as she took up her colored pens and started to draw her celebratory pictures for her Twitter followers, writing, "Oh, poor Don, boo-hoo, hashtag caught." Isn't that precious? Yeah. She kept this up for a couple of hours, drawing to her heart's content. Little did she know she was about to get a brutal surprise in another tweet. She claims Trump's an unindicted co-conspirator of Paul Manafort's crimes. Wow, poor Rosie, she forgot to find out what charges Manafort was found guilty of. It's hard to be a co-conspirator to a crime if you don't know him at the time that these crimes were committed. An indicted co-conspirator. Look at her drawing, right? The conservative Treehouse reports, according to breaking news in the Manafort trial, after 4 days of deliberations, the jury has informed Judge Ellis they can only reach a verdict on 8 of the 18 counts. The jury cannot come to a consensus on the 10 counts. A guilty verdict on 5 counts of fraudulent tax filings, 1 count for each tax filing year, 2010 to 2014. They add 3 guilty verdicts on bank fraud charges, false information on a $3.4 million loan application in March of 2016 from Citizens Bank, Rhode Island, 2 false information on a $5.5 million loan application for a building in Brooklyn, 3 hiding foreign bank accounts. So Manafort gets busted for tax fraud between 2010 and 2014. And filing false information on loans. Yeah, that's not getting Trump impeached. In fact, it's pretty boring when you think of criminal behavior. Rosie took the bad news hard. Guilty verdict on 5 counts. Fraudulent tax filings. 1 count for each tax filing year. 3 guilty verdicts. Bank fraud, false information on... Yeah, okay. Nothing to do with Trump. Yep, there you go. Rebecca DeCirio here tweeted back to Rosie. Of course, it has nothing to do with Trump. After Rosie got notified that Manafort's guilty verdict has absolutely nothing to do with Trump, she went silent. She stopped posting. As the hardcore truth sunk in, Rosie must have been crying her eyes out, along with those who hang on every word she says. Facts are facts. There is no way to make his verdict about Trump. Americans who are doing their due diligence on Robert Mueller know the truth. The special counsel is bogus, and Paul Manafort's case has nothing to do with Russia, nothing to do with Trump, and was one big circus costing taxpayers millions. Rosie O'Donnell is left looking like an idiot for believing it was, but that's what happens when your hatred overtakes your common sense. Yeah, this verdict for Manafort has nothing to do with Trump, Russia. And meanwhile, yeah, it is costing over $20 million to get something on Trump about Russia. And this is what Mueller comes up with, Manafort's case, you know. I mean, it is just disgusting. That's why he's going after Cohen now and trying to squeeze Cohen in order to get some kind of thing on Trump. And they're going for campaign violations. I thought we were investigating Russian violations. You know, it takes me a little while to start, you know, putting the pieces together and, you know, like saying, come on, because it really doesn't look good, you know, what Mueller is doing and that he did get Manafort, so to speak. But in actuality, it's the injustice that's taking place. Imran Awan gets to walk, and Cohen and Manafort are facing jail time for bullcrap that has nothing to do with Trump, Russia. And because they were, just because they were associated with Trump, that's why they're getting this happening to them. And it's kind of disgraceful, to say the least. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.